Hey everybody, and welcome back to another reaction video because today the Ultimate Disney Princess Collection designer doll of my favorite Disney princess has been revealed, so let's get right into it.
And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content.
Alright, so today the designer doll of Ariel has been revealed, and once again it was revealed on the coming soon section of shopDisney.com, and if you click on it, it'll also take you to a little landing page of the Disney designer collection where you can see more close-up shots of her and also a little video that's playing on loop, so I'll take you through all of that. Alright, so let's get started with the reaction of the doll. So here is the photo. Again, I wish they had done a full body photo, but this was almost full body, so that's cool. Only her shoes have been cropped out, but we can get a better look at her shoes later on. Alright, so when I first saw this photo, my immediate reaction was like, I did not see that coming at all. And that made me think, because so far we have 3 reveals already. Jasmine, Pocahontas, and Ariel. And all 3 dolls, my first reaction was that. It was always, I did not see that coming at all. So maybe we can start to see a pattern. Maybe that is what they're going for. This kind of approach where these dolls have never been seen in before, like things that they have never worn before or interpretations that have been never seen before. So maybe that is what they're really going for. So it's an interesting take. So before I saw the photo, my mind, as far as I could think, was imagining that silvery dress that she wears at the end of the movie when she came out of the water. So seeing how Jasmine and Pocahontas designs went, I was thinking that maybe they'll base that silver dress and they'll maybe vamp it up for that kind of party event look. Because the designer for Pocahontas did say that their brief was to imagine these princesses as if they were attending a big party, big ball, big special event, that kind of thing. So I was imagining that. So when I saw this photo, I was like, ooh, that I did not see that coming at all, not even in my wildest dreams. But to be honest, I don't know, I am weirdly in love with it. I'm not sure if I'm biased because Ariel is my favorite Disney princess, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking it overall. But still, there's stuff that I'm not quite living for, and we'll go through that. Okay, so if you look at her face, she seems to be sporting that face sculpt that the designer Ariel with Ursula had, I'm thinking. And the painted baby hairs on Ariel is new. I kind of like it. She is missing her iconic bangs, so maybe the baby hairs were, to make up for those bangs, to not look her forehead be too bare when it's pulled back. So maybe that's why they added those painted baby hair. And I think it's kind of cute. All right, so the rest of the rest of her hair seems to be in her usual curly gelled looks that they do give to all designer Ariel dolls in the past. And her expression, I love her brows are red. Usually, even when her hair is red, her brows are always brownish. So this is cool. She's looking straight on, but her eyes do seem a little, but she's cute. All right, and then she has this headpiece. It's like a headband thing, but she have these 2 wings on the sides. It's kind of giving me Hermes from Hercules a little bit, but attached to that are just 3 strands of beads, like necklaces almost. I don't know what they are. And then she is also wearing, oh my god, my chair. And she's also wearing a little sling bag purse, which is really cute. There's still pearls, and then it looks like a little seashell that's open, so you can actually put some stuff in it. So that's very cute. Now let's take a look at her dress. Her dress, first, the color seems to be derived from the pink dress that she wears in the movie, or it could also be derived from the colors of corals in the sea, so it could be both. And it looks like it's a mesh kind of layer with a sweetheart bodice, but I do see 2 sculpted maybe, or fabric, I'm not sure, seashells in there, so I'm really living for that. I really love that seashell. And then she kind of has like this corset kind of bib with these sequins. I am not Roxy Andrews. So with these sequins, and then she also have this kind of little cute looking puffy skirt with more sequins on it. with 2 layers of that little piece there. And on top of all of that, she just have this big tulle kind of layer with these gems on the bottom. And I'm not sure if it's ombre or if it's just the effect of the underdress, but it does look pink on top and it turns blue as it goes down. And on top of all of that, she does seem to have this big circular thing on her back. I'm not sure what that is. It reminds me of the one that Tiana has in her original design, on her veil. So it's kind of reminding me of that. Next up, we'll go to the little close-up photos that she has on the site. Alright, so for this one, it's a close-up of her face on the side so we can get a better look at the wings and her eye makeup. And I'm kind of liking the eye makeup. And here we also have a closer look at her shoes. So her shoes seems to be just pearlescent in color. Maybe the pearls are the theme for her design. And she does have more wings on her shoes, or maybe they're shells. I'm not really sure, I can't tell. But they do look like wings, and again, it's giving me Hermes vibes from Hercules. So that's one side of the photo. And the other side, we have a closer look at her purse. And I'm not sure what the other one is. I'm thinking maybe it's the back of her dress where the circular poofy thing is attached to. That little sculpted piece right there. So that's what I'm thinking. Alright, and here we also have a cute little video of her. She looks really nice. There are gems on her sculpted piece, more gems on the tulle piece. The purse. And overall, I don't know. I'm kind of weirdly attracted to this design. It's not what I expected. If you asked me if I wanted this design, I would have said, no, I wouldn't have wanted this design. But if you ask me, do I like what I'm seeing right now? I'm kind of taking it. It's just so new for Ariel. But yeah. Okay, so next up, let's take a little look at the designer. So the designer is revealed as Ashley Lasada. And she says the inspiration for this doll is, growing up in the Caribbean, Ashley was inspired by the bright colors and beautiful seascape imagery of the Little Mermaid that informed her enchanting vision of Ariel. And I can kind of see that in the doll. The colors are very bright and vibrant, and it makes me imagine like early morning on the beach. Alright, next up we also have a look at her in the box, and I have to say I really love her box design. The background. As of now, I don't know the LE size or the release date, but the release date is rumored to be this month in December, so sometime in December. And the edition size will also most likely be around the 9,000 range, because they did 9,000 for the first 2 dolls. So Ariel's being a popular princess, I'm guessing she will also get that kind of LE size. Alright, so let's take a look at some other photos. Okay, so Axel Malibu on Instagram posted this photo of the doll versus Kylie Minogue on tour, and you can see the similarities and the inspiration behind it, like the wings on her head, the corset kind of detail, the bustier with the shells, and even the little short dress and the long train, the overdress thing. So I can see that happening. And one thing is that I get a very Greek vibe from looking at this doll. I'm not sure, maybe if it's the wings on her that's giving me Greek vibes. She could be Greek, King Triton equivalent in Greek mythology would be Poseidon, king of the seas, god of the seas. So she could be Poseidon's daughter. Maybe it's imagined in that kind of sense. And I'm also getting very like Birth of Venus, Aphrodite kind of vibes from her as well, with the shell, because the poofy bit in the back does look like shells. So yeah, that's actually quite cool. All right, so what are the things that I don't like about her? Okay, so I know that Jasmine and Pocahontas also got polarizing kind of reactions from people where they really didn't like her design, some people. And but at least in their designs, you can see that aside from the design, the things that made up the dress looks like a limited edition kind of dress. You can see the chains, the embroideries, this and that, and all of that makes up, a limited edition designer doll. But for Ariel, if you look at it at first glance, I have trouble finding it. she looks kind of playline to me. I'm not saying about the design. I'm saying about the execution and the materials that they used and the stuff that they have put her on. Of course, if you really zoom in and you can see the, you know, the sequins, the gems, the pearls, the cups. I keep touching my boobs, I don't know why. So there are stuff in there, but at first glance, she kind of looks playline to me. She's missing kind of the quintessential details that we look for in a Disney limited edition designer doll. So that's one thing. And that's pretty much what I don't like, I think. And I'm not really fond of the shiny skin that they do, but for Ariel, I tend to forgive because she's an underwater character, so maybe they wanted to give off that vibe of kind of a wet sheen, as if she just came out of the water. So I think for Ariel, I'll give it a pass, because since it kind of works, I suppose. But for other characters, I hate it when they do shiny skin. They just look like they've been sweating a lot. Alright, and I also pulled up some pictures from Magic Disney Dolls on Instagram where they compared all the Disney designer dolls of Ariel. So first up, we have the original designer doll, and then we have the one with Eric, where she's featured in her Blue Kingdom Tour outfit. And then we have the premiere series, where Ariel is reimagined in the late 80s, 90s kind of fashion for her premiere. And then we have the one that came with Ariel, and I think that's my favorite so far. In terms of the tail, I love how they executed the tail in that one, but I didn't like the top that they did. For hair and face, my favorite will be the one that came with Eric. I think face and hair wise, that's the best. I think that's the best I have seen from Disney, where they tried to execute her big swept over bang. And then we also have the one that came with Triton, where she's envisioned as more of like a teen kind of body. Alright, and here we just have close-up of their faces. Comparing all of the faces, you can see that the makeup is most striking on the newest one. They kept it relatively muted and kind of softer on the other ones, but this one is just really glammed up. She's like, I'm here to party. Don't know what was that. So yeah, that was my first reaction and first thoughts on the designer Ariel dolls. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you think of her, what you think of the designs, and are you going for her? For me, I think I'm gonna go for her. Although I think I can also wait, judging from how the previous dolls are selling. They're selling quite slow because of the large number. So I'm not sure maybe if I should wait or just get her at release, because Ariel is my favorite Disney princess, and I try to collect all of Ariel's dolls, so I also don't want to miss this doll. Yeah, and one last thing I want to say is that I really give kudos and props to Disney for going all out on these dolls, because usually I know that these princesses and characters always have like a strict brand guideline of what they can do, what they can't do, what they can wear, what they can't wear, how they can be presented and all of that. But judging from the 3 dolls so far, it looks like Disney kind of skipped over that brand guideline and just gave creative liberty and creative freedom to the designers and be like, design the way you see it, design how you're inspired by, without really sticking much to how they look like in the movie and stuff like that. So I really give props for them as well, and also to these talented designers. They are really talented people. One final thing, if someone were to ask me if I want to change anything about her, I would just change the silhouette of the dress maybe, because Ariel is a mermaid, and since also because I really wanted the silver dress, maybe if they had kept the silhouette to be like a more mermaidy dress kind of thing that just kind of starts out really tight and sexy and this flares out with a train that represents her fins. That would be kind of cool as well. But I think overall I'm happy with what I got. It's really new, it's very different, and I think it's very, very different from what everyone was expecting, so they succeeded in that regard. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more photos. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye.